So I'm glad you are sharing some insight to what crops up for you. Yeah, because it keeps me in touch with what's going on. Because these days, I just want to play a bigger game. I just realised that the work that the universe requires us to do is so huge. I'm telling you, it's so huge. The people, helping wake people up, get people out of their, numbness of what life sometimes comes across as.
Yeah.
And property has been such a good vehicle. For me, Trisha, for many of the people close to us, and now hundreds of people who are living life on a different perspective now.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
I mean, we're going to get into the technicals of what's going on in these projects. I'm hoping you're going to ask me some amazing questions. So, hey, listen, if there's any questions that you guys want to ask, make sure wherever it is that you're watching this, you just type it in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, turn on the notifications on YouTube, and follow us on Instagram, Real Life Group. You follow me, Mark Harvey, and follow Steve's journey. Are you on social media, Steve?
Yes. On Facebook.
You're on LinkedIn, right?
And just started LinkedIn now.
I see you had me the other day.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, you finally accepted.
Yeah, I got there. Yeah, so follow Steve's journey so you can see that it's real for yourself. And watch him as he creates his multi-million pound empire for him and his 2 girls. Are you having any more kids?
No.
That's it. Sean is the same?
Yes, Sean's the same, yes.
Yeah.
We've
don't want any more kids?
We decided to have another one. Well, we thought about having another one, but then we decided against it, and we're happy with the 2 that we've got.
Interesting. Let's see how that pans out. Yeah, but you know what's cool is growing with the people in the Real Life Tribe and helping them achieve financial freedom, and people are quitting their jobs and just living with more excitement and happiness and passion in their life. I think the result has been that more babies. More babies are being born. People are getting engaged, people are getting married, people are having children, people are moving to all different places all over the world, living the dream.
Yes.
It sounds a bit cheesy, but living the dream, that's what people are doing these days.
No, it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see that people are actually, fulfilling the dreams, living in the countries that they want, and having that financial freedom as well, or whatever their outcome is.
I quite like it in England. What about you?
I love it.
We're like old school country people, me and you.
Yes, yeah. I think when we finally have made it, as it were, we want to buy like a country house, and have that land, and that log burner in the living room and stuff like that. So
awesome.
So that's sort of another end goal for us as well.
Good. You know what I like about England?
What's that?
The unpredictability.
What, the weather?
Yeah. Listen, this is life. This keeps me in tune with what's going on. So one day, one morning it can be sunny like it is now. Who knows if it's going to rain this afternoon or in 10 minutes?
Snow.
Snow, hail, whatever. I just think the unpredictability, the constant having to adapt, change to the weather, to the clothes that you wear, the activities that you plan to do, then you might have to change plan. This is what happens in business. This is what happens in property. If all of a sudden you think that something's going to happen. I mean, the weather plays havoc sometimes with the projects, which is sunny today, but let's see.
Turn right onto Derby Road.
Let's see. Actually, we're close to a couple of projects, so we're just going to. In fact, let's go around and see these ones first.
Brilliant. Yeah.
Hey, listen. You never know where property is going to take you. Oh my goodness. So we just went down this road. It was closed. So it took us on a diversion. Look what it's diverted us to. This could be dangerous. I don't even know if we should go through that. That was really bad. Even in this car.
Yeah.
Jesus, mate. Where am I supposed to go?
That's why the other road was closed. Which school are we going to?
Like this actually looks like part of the river. Yeah, I don't think that's healthy. This car's seen a Discovery reversing, so he's thought, mate, if we ain't going for it, I better just turn around now.
It's always nice to have the new feel.
This one,
Carpet.
real old looking. Yeah, so we managed to get this house for like $250 is what we bought this house for. $250, and then the land beside it worked out like $115. Yeah, $115. So we bought it together, but upon the point of exchange and completion, we split the title, so this was just a house by itself, and then we could build a house on that. Yeah, so this is literally bits that were just, the same. We just made good. The old kitchen used to stay here. Yeah, so this was how big the kitchen was, and these were just outbuildings. So now we extended out here, all these different outbuildings. Still a beautiful sized garden, even though you can imagine obviously before it was a huge garden because that house weren't there. But when we came as well, it was just derelict. There was trees here. So when we first came, we had to get all like the people out, take all the trees down, clear all the stuff. It was just trees and brambles.
Did you have to do a tree survey?
Yeah, tree survey. Make sure, I think some of the trees that are still here were ones that could not be took down. Got some sexy underfloor heating in here.
Yeah, I thought so. So is underfloor heating just a desire, or is it cheaper to do, or?
It's sexy, it's, like it's a flip. When you're doing a flip, you gotta have sexy stuff. A rental thing, especially HMOs, people are gonna come in and they're just going to be like, can I live here? Can I see myself here? I'm not here. It's not my forever place. Yeah. Although when people buy a house, they don't necessarily say this is my forever place. But what they are thinking is, how sexy is it? What's the little cons that we can have? It's probably a little bit old now, but like the soft shutting drawers and stuff like that. Yeah. Beautiful sinks. Like Trisha likes to keep as much of the old stuff, and if not, that little pantry making sure pantry's still in use. These kind of doors make it stand out from something else. Underfloor heating is just another.
Yeah, I like the back door. That's
another thing. Yeah, keeping the old style back door because it's an old village. It's like a villagey feel to it. So you gotta make sure that it's all good. So we made some magic happen up here. Oh wow, so we've still got a bit of a leak. You see, these are some of the issues. So what happened with this place is, that the development loan that we had for next door was cancelled, withdrawn, whatever you want to say. So when we wanted to pay the builder, wasn't able to pull the funds down. So what we did was got to move on to finishing this to an extent where we could get something called a sales bridge, which means we just refinanced it at a higher. So I think it was about 360 we refinanced it for, because we're looking to sell this about 390 or something like that. So we refinanced it at 360, just to 75%, to then pay the bridge back on this, but then also fund the rest of this, or part of this, because then we also got a new development loan, but we needed time to take us from one development loan to the other, because we have to go through the whole application, and obviously a development company or people are going to give you a development loan, they're going to be like, oh, why all of a sudden you need a development loan on something that's half built? Yeah, so there was a lot of procedures that we had to go through to prove that this is what we spent so far, this is what we got so far, this is what we need to spend to finish it, this is how long it's going to take, and all of that good stuff. So we got sales bridge to tie us over just to keep it within the projects. Yeah, because these two, we have Well, there's one company that's doing this flip, because that's also got just some ongoing projects in there. But then a commercial company that we have is what owns the other one. They're under the same umbrella, but it's a commercial one because it's a new build, and there's some VAT advantages that the government give you about claiming all the VAT back, because we want to help people produce new builds. So it keeps it all under the same umbrella. There was a bit of cross-company things that we had to do, but hey, these are just some of the challenges. So good thing is that because now we were delayed on this project, which means we can't really sell this or put it on the market until all the garden is done and all the front is going to be finished. That actually some of these little challenges that have come up, like some leaks on the roof because we've extended, we'll show you that in a minute, and some damp coming through here. Now we've got time to fix it while no one's in here. So luckily no families are moving in having to put up with, they bought a new house, and all of a sudden they've got challenges coming through. Yeah, so look, just keeping some of the old nice features. Even though the house has been built next door, still got some beautiful village streets to look out on. But these are just some of the challenges that have people run a mile, or maybe not want to do any project like this ever again, or think that it's too hard, or that they didn't have the experience, or they didn't know. But the truth is, there's always going to be stuff up that you don't know. It's always going to come up. You don't know what you don't know.
When you're flipping, like the radiators, I can see they're all sort of new and stuff like that. And do you look to replace them, or if they're okay, just keep them? Or same with like the windows, do you look to replace the windows all the time, or just the ones that need doing?
Yeah, I mean just the ones that need doing. But at the same time, it's like it's all about adding value. Yeah, so if you focus your business on just making money, which a lot of people do, you're going to get into difficulty. Because although you can make money, and I know people who have been in property and they make some money, that ultimately you've got to look on added value, because you've got to manage your cost and your expenditure. You've got to do that. But if you just do that in the aim to make money without the surge of like, how do I add value to someone? Then when push comes to shove, that's how the universe is going to repay you. Yeah, so making sure that all new stuff is in here. Not all new stuff, but making sure it's adding value. So if there's old radiators or old system that might not be, like you move into a new house, you pay money for a new house, you expect it to be working order, right? Yeah. Yeah, so like if we have to replace the whole system, and remember we bought this for $250, yeah, and we're selling it for $380. Yeah, it's only cost us 30 something to make the changes.
Yeah.
I mean, there you go. That's that. And that's without even considering what we're going to do next door. Because you've got to remember, part buying this house was buying the land. Yeah, and that house is going to sell for like 400. Yeah. Yeah, but the land was only 115, and the builds, by the time all the delays we took into consideration, I'd say probably it's about 120, but let's say conservative 130. Yeah, so there's a lot of profit just in this one purchase, which was kind of which was split. This one purchase, what's that, 250, 300k, something like that. Yeah, just from this. Yeah, because we're looking to add value. Like the new build was selected from all, reclaimed bricks, so it fits in with the village. And also, the reason that we could add so much value as well is we've added another bedroom. So this is a loft conversion. So we came up, a new set of stairs in. Very sizable bedroom up here. Again, nice view.
So is that what do you look to do? Well, is that what you look to do on your flips then? To extend, go up, turn it from a 3-bed to 4-bed or 5-bed or whatever.
Add value.
Yeah.
Add value. We don't really want to get in. Our strategy is not to get into a flip just to make 10 grand, 20 grand. Yeah. If we want to add massive value, put big extensions on it, add bedrooms, because when you add bedrooms, it takes into another category of price.
Right.
Yeah. So if we can take it to another category of price by adding another bedroom or another 2 bedrooms, making kitchens bigger. So if you can add a bedroom and make a kitchen bigger, you're going to add immense value. And then if you can do it to a great standard, then you set yourself apart from everyone else.
Okay. Is that regardless of area, or is that always going to happen if you do a high end, you extend your kitchen and put an extra bedroom on? You always pretty much not guaranteed, but it's going to add.
Who generally is buying a house?
Families.
Yeah, families or couples that want to start a family, right?
Yeah.
Or just young couples. Generally, I know there's exceptions, but generally, yeah. So as a man, what are you looking for?
Space. Nice garden is pretty much all I'm.
Nice garden.
Is pretty much all I'm interested in.
Yeah, but also you want to make sure the wife is happy, yeah?
Yeah.
So what does the wife need to be happy?
Oh, I can't be sexist and answer that. Again, space, making sure it's right for the family.
And you don't want to say kitchen?
Don't want to say kitchen, but yeah, kitchen.
Yeah. It's the kitchen. But the kitchen is where you guys spend a lot of the time. You're cooking. If it's a kitchen diner, you're definitely going to spend a lot of time in there. Yeah. So it's like, the social, when everyone comes into your house and you're putting tea on and all the rest of it, the kitchen is a major part of it. Making sure that the kitchen is wonderfully looking, there's a lot of space, you can move around, there can be multiple people in there, you've got a nice area to cook, you've got to be inspired to want to cook healthy foods, nice space for a fridge, all of that stuff. So if you can expand the kitchen and you can add space, like create space, storage, big rooms like this, add another bedroom on. It's not necessarily even need the bedroom. I mean, most people, they probably live in a house with one more bedroom than they actually require. Most people. Yeah, just depends. If you're buying a home, because you're thinking expansion, you're thinking maybe a guest comes over, or maybe we're going to have another baby, or we're going to have a baby. So all of that stuff happens. So again, it just comes back to you got to be adding value. Personally, I like to have a window in here, but look, it's out the way. Could be the master bedroom up here. When you think about it, nice and out the way. Everything happening. Yeah, brilliant. Lots of windows, lots of space to look outside at the garden. And also, it is in a nice village, but it's off the main strip. Yeah, you notice we're coming through the village. Yeah, so it's quite a through road as a village. Like people use it as a through road, but at the same time, this is off that main strip. So you get the village, you get the main road access, but then you've got the quietness of it being a village. Yeah. And this open plan space, there's a lot of space here, right?
Yeah. No, it's brilliant.
A lot of space here.
No, it's interesting to see because of how you've extended it, added the touches of the underfloor heating and the high-end kitchen, going up into the loft. With regards to the garden, would you fully re-landscape it all the time if it needs to? I know obviously this one is clearly going to be done, but if you buy a house that the garden's reasonable, do you?
No, you've got to do it, because think about the house, right? You're doing a house and you're doing it up to the standard where someone can move in and they don't have to do anything to it. Yeah, we make it all neutral. Yeah, so if they want to do feature walls and they start hanging stuff, or maybe they want to paint one wall, some people do that when they move into the house, then they can do that. Yeah, but so if you do that for the house and they move in and they don't have to do anything, why would you then do a garden where they have to go and do something? Yeah. The type of people who are going to buy this house just want to move in and be able to live there. I'm not saying they're not going to change anything or they're not going to do anything, but if you just if you give them a big job to do, it's going to put them off. Yeah. I mean, I know it put me off. Yeah. And when we were looking for houses to live personally, it was like, I was like, Trish, I just want to move in. Yeah. I don't want to have to do anything. She's like, oh, we can do this, we can do that. I was like, yeah, okay, next house. See how long that can last for. Yeah, so you just got to think who's going to buy the house. You want to be a private manager?
Yeah, so I currently project manage a few projects at the minute, but not in property.
No different.
I think the only difference is obviously that it's my money, not, I've got to look after someone else's money, but so it's solely on me. Whereas in the job I'm at, there's always someone above.
So where does that pose a challenge?
There's going to be massive learnings for.
Is it physically? Is it spiritually? Is it emotionally? Is it mentally?
I think it's mentally and emotionally, really,
That's
because
That's it, baby. When your stuff comes through your emotions and your mental capacity or capability, or just your mind, the mind freak that gets caused, that's it. That's the only difference.
yeah,
What's the difference physically?
there's no
Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing. Yeah. This is why we teach in a very experiential way. Yeah, because it's only when you have the experience of dealing with a mind freak. I mean, we put you in many situations.
Yeah.
Some of them manufactured, some of them seem very real, some of them are literally on the job, but we put you in situations so you can learn how to deal with it mentally and emotionally. Yeah, so you can get that physical result. And this is nobody takes this into consideration. Nobody training, nobody mentoring, nobody doing anything for anybody takes that side of it into consideration.
Okay.
That's where the reward is, man.
Yeah.
It's part of manifestation. Yeah, you got to think about what you want. You got to say what you want consciously. You got to, take it from the conscious, put it in the subconscious. But you're only really going to manifest with emotion. Like it's got to have emotion attached to it. And the clearer the thought and the more intense the emotion, the quicker it happens.
So with this one then, you've already said that you turn the stairs round. Again, I guess that comes with experience. But if someone like me, who's going through its first HMO, and looking at others, is how will I be able to? That's the thing that I struggle with. Is can I do that? Can I physically turn the stairs round? Can I make a corridor into through a dining room to create that bedroom into so the corridors into the kitchen and stuff like that. So
coaching, the right mentoring, the right training is for. And being around people who you can ask, people who've got experience in the projects, people who are willing to share, people who are willing to take you around that project so you can physically see it if you need to see them.
Yeah.
I mean, in the beginning, I was in the building trade, so I don't know if that had something to do with it, but I didn't feel I needed to go around and see someone else's project. I'm caring about my project.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's down to the builders, the architects, what planning requirements, what license requirements. Like these can determine what you can do. It's not down to you. You're the facilitator. Yeah, the people who want to be really successful in property, you've got to be a facilitator. If you kind of think you need to know everything, well, good luck with that. Yeah, when I was in the trade doing the work day in, day out, managing sites. I built a site with 4 houses on it, 4 huge houses, like 5-6 bedroom houses with garages, big archway at the front, big massive driveway and all the rest of it. Even when I'm in the thick of it like that, different building regulations are coming out, they change, this planning officer says this, this over there, this requirement is that. Structural engineer, calculations, they're all specialists in their own right. It's like, you've got to be the facilitator, that's where the magic happens. You've got to just facilitate. Get the ideas from the people and then be able to make the decisions that is going to benefit the most people. Your investors, you, the tenant, the council, whoever's involved, HMO officer.
Yeah.
But this is fun, it's a people game. Do you know the big thing about HMOs that people misunderstand? They say, all the rules and regulations, licensing and all of that stuff. Well, they're thinking, hey, it's too complicated, there's so much. Have you ever thought of it this way? It actually makes it easier because there are rules and regulations. So there are things that you have to stick to. So it's like, so if there are rules, that means someone must know these rules. If there are regulations, someone must know these regulations. So you just know who to go to. So it's the HMO officer, or it's someone who's going to sign you off, check you off to say, yeah, this is adequate, this is what it is. Then the rest of it is, well, my standard of living. What do I want to provide? Like what standard? What product? At the end of the day, it's a product. We're creating a product here, and we sell the product for people who want a place to live. It's basic sales and marketing. We market it, we sell it, they buy the product, they pay for the product, which is in the form of like a lease and a rent. Yeah, and we provide a good quality product. The rest of it of like, what can I do? Can I fit this room in here? Rules, regulations actually makes it easier. You just need to be around people who you can go to, ask questions, get support, not have to wait months for a different training event or whatever. You need daily, weekly, people around you.
No, it's for me the other 2 projects and this one. it's quite nice to see how it all comes together. You know, I mean, I think really I'm overthinking things of living space, room sizes, where does this go, where does that go, how can I get a lot out of a property, when really it's, you know, looking at it, it's quite easy to, once you know, to start seeing it, for me, I can go away and sort of...
You know, here's the thing, right? Moving house, they say, is one of the most stressful things to do. I can't remember whether the first, second, third, fourth, or whatever, but they say it's one of the most stressful things. You know, if you've decided you're going to make it big, yeah, you want to create passive income, you want to add value to people, you want to help humanity expand their consciousness, be more aware of themselves, because this is ultimately what it is all about, if you ask me. Yeah, some people say humanity is, you know, nailed, we're all in our phones, we're not connected to each other. This is what I'm talking about, bringing people together through building businesses, creating income, creating better lives, setting up vehicle systems, you know, teaching the next generation to come through. People say about entrepreneurs, they're like, oh, you know, everyone can't be entrepreneurial. Yeah, you do, because if you're a true entrepreneur, you do the shift, you put your shift in, you do the work. So if I'm an entrepreneur, I want to follow someone and I'm going to work with someone. You know, if I'd have knew it at the time, I'd have worked for someone for free to gain the experience, because that's priceless. If I'd have knew that back then, I would have done that. But fortunately, I was getting paid, you know, to shadow people and work with people. I didn't go to college to learn to lay bricks. I just went into it. Who can lay bricks? Let me work with this guy. Yeah, let me get paid, you know, a minimal amount of money, which is still more people than in college. Yeah, and be able to gain the experience. This is how now I've realised, and this is what real life's all about. Is design, creating, delivering the most life transformational experiences, because this is what you've got to learn from coaching and training. You know, have mentors around you, but all different special fields. I mean, that field can be taken from anywhere. And here's the thing, right? What happens is that people think, right, there's so much. You were just saying it, rules, regulations, what fittings do I use? Where's the pipe? Where's the radiator? Where's the TV go? Do I have this fitting? Do I have this shower or that shower? Is it this cylinder? Do I flip the stairs? You know, what's the room size and all of that? People are like mind boggled by it. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Everything happens in stages. So like to raise finance is a stage, to go to banks and get that is a stage, solicitors is a stage, and all of that. So let's call all of that up to exchange and completion is phase one. Let's just call it that. So that's phase one. Then you've got phase two. Now the project starts, you've got to rip out, manage the project, pay the builders, come up with a schedule of works and manage the project through. Let's just call that phase two. Then you've got refinance, getting rooms rented out, and the ongoing management of the whole job. Yeah, the whole, when I say whole job, I'm talking about like you know, managing the rooms, you know, ASTs and inventory and all of that stuff. So let's just keep it 3 easy phases. There's obviously loads more, but for the principle of what I want to tell you, let's keep it as 3. So what people do is they go through phase 1, then they go through phase 2, they go through phase 3. Yeah, and they go through a lot of pain and a lot of learning and a lot of change, which they learn at school is not a good thing, because they were made to look stupid if they put their hand up or they said something and it wasn't quite right. So now everyone is built to not take feedback, where feedback is absolutely what you need to take. So the problem is, now you've finished, now you're back at phase 1. Well, that was so long ago, now you haven't really remembered all the steps that you did. You know, like your experience of it, all you can remember, 50% of it's not even the truth. Yeah? And the other 50% is something you made up anyway. So what I'm saying is, if you say, right, I'm going to do 1 project, 2 projects, 3 projects, and have them overlap. So I'm doing phase 1, now I'm doing phase 2. While I'm doing phase 2, I'm at phase 1 of another one. Because I can remember what happened at phase 1, so I'm more confident and I'm actually more competent to get that to move. Then I'm at phase 3 with this one, I'm at phase 2 with this one, then I'm going to start phase 1 of this. Because now I've done phase 1, 1, 1, 3 times very close together. And I've done phase 2, 2 very close to each other. And now I've just finished phase 3, and now this one's going to move to phase 3, and I've just finished that, so I'm good at that one too. And then I'm going to get the next project, and this is how we did it. Yeah, and again, you still need the right training on how to do this, you need the right coaching, the right people around you, the right environment, because your environment is everything. Because you're going to have people tell you that's not the right way. I'm not saying that's the only way. I'm just saying, think about it. What would you rather do? Would you rather have things fresh on a cycle and be able to set them in systems up like what we have, start to make systems? I mean, there's parts of our business that are totally not systemized. But as we move into those areas of the business, we have it then systemized, and we either hire someone to come and take care of it, we outsource it, we contract it. Or if you're Trisha, she keeps the parts that she likes to do because she thinks she likes doing it. Problem is, if you do that, then you're not systemizing for the future. Then, when something comes up in your family, you know, like something tragic, you can't deal with it because you're too busy. Yeah, or you can't put your time to it, or you feel then overwhelmed. Well, this is what I'm talking about. I'm saying I want to build people to be strong, powerful, so they can take care of their family, and take care of the situation, help them grow, and help them be self-sufficient. You see, there's so many messages in what I just said right there. It's not just about how to invest in property. It's why we do it. Why are we doing it? Because we want to help each other. We want to help each other grow. We need more, leaders. It's all about leadership. And then at the end of the day, everybody's a leader of at least one person. Yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you've got to be the leader of yourself, and that's a whole other subject, which I'm sure we'll touch on with some other podcasts and mindset training and discover your true potential. Oh my goodness, all of these things, they go into that area of, who are you? What is man? What is man? What are you? Yeah, but that's a whole other endeavour that we'll get into. Don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you get yourself to the next Real Life Property Wealth event. The link is in the description. Relaxing on what?
Be in front of the camera.
What camera? There's no camera.
Yeah, there is a camera.
I don't know what you're talking about, Steve. We're not going to put this on the Real Life Awards.
Which I will be winning. One. That'll be that's the objective.
So you tell me right here. So what's the date? Tell us the date.
What, at the Real Life Awards?
No, today. What's today's thing?
Today it's the 25th of February 2020.
2020, and the Real Life Awards this year is on the 12th.
12th of December.
Yeah, so tell us what award you're going to win. I'm recording the manifestation, right?
I don't know the awards.
Just make one up and manifest it. What award do you want to win?
What do I want to win? Put me on the spot.
Life does that sometimes.
Probably the biggest grower, like the believer of
Biggest transformation?
Biggest transformation, because
Steve's manifesting, he wants to win
biggest transformation because I was, before Real Life, I was very enclosed, very set in my ways, not wanting to reach out or talk to anyone or see anyone. So yeah, to start speaking to people in real life, brokers, solicitors, everyone that who can help me on my journey. So biggest transformation will be is the one.
Let's keep a tab on Steve as he journeys through 2020 and see what the situation is. It's going to be enjoyable.